Senator Malcolm Roberts, you have the call.
Thank you, Chair, and thank you for being here today. My questions are to the Australian Signals Directorate. Section 273AA was inserted into the Commonwealth Electoral Act by the Electoral Legislation Amendment Assurance of Senate Counting Act 2021. That provision required the Australian Signals Directorate to conduct a security risk assessment of the security of the computer systems used to scrutinise the votes in a Senate election. Did the Australian Signals Directorate conduct that audit prior to and immediately after the 2022 federal election?
We may have to take that on notice. I'm sorry, Senator, we don't have that between us.
Someone should have got elected.
No, I'm just wanting to check that an audit, we introduced the idea of an audit, and I just want to make sure it was done.
Maybe it was a Queensland senator.
Senator, I do recall the amendment. I recall talking to you about it, I think, at a couple of estimates back. If I could just take it on notice, I may be able to answer in this session.
Sure. Can you remember, was the AEC fully cooperative and supportive of the audit, whether or not you put the report in or not?
I'll have to
take that on notice.
It assumes that the first part of
yes.
the answer is yes, but can I say in general terms I've never found the AEC not to be incredibly supportive and collaborative.
Thank you. The third question, you'll probably already also have to take this on notice. Section 273AA Clause 3 requires the Australian Signals Directorate to provide a written report of the assessment to the Electoral Commissioner. Take it on notice, please. Did that occur? In other words, for clarity, does the report exist?
We will take that on notice as well.
This one on notice too. While conducting the audit, did the Australian Signals Directorate detect any issues which may give the Australian Signals Directorate cause to question whether the AEC systems were fit for purpose?
We can take that on notice as well.
If unacceptable outcomes were recorded, can you confirm the matters were remedied?
We can take that on notice.
Is the Australian Electoral Commission computer system fit for purpose?
We will take that on notice.
Two more just very brief ones. Are the computer and other systems and processes implemented as intended and effectively implemented? The idea was to have an audit of the systems before the election and then after the election to make sure the systems would be fit for purpose before the election, and then an audit after to make sure that they're actually implemented and carried out.
Yes.
Last question. Have you done any work on the scans of the Senate ballot paper and checked it back to the actual votes cast?
We will have to take that on notice, but that doesn't sound like that is a legislative role that ASD could undertake, but we'll take that on notice, and if it's a question better directed to the AEC, we'll let you know through that process.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Chair.
You're most welcome, Senator Roberts. Happy to hand over to Senator